Most people my age are living a life they never actually chose. They just woke up in it. And I don't say that as criticism. I think it happened to a lot of us. You take the job, you follow the path, you become useful, you become responsible, you become the version of yourself other people can understand. And then one day, somewhere after 60, you look around and think, wait, is this actually mine? I'm 66. I live here on the coast in Portugal. I came here for a week and I've stayed 13 years. And somewhere between the ocean, the walking, the silence, and getting older, a few things became clear to me. Not inspirational, not motivational, just true. So here are 5 things I wish I had understood sooner. And the last one is the one I think about every single day. The first one is this. You may not be tired because you are old. You may be tired because you have been living out of alignment for too long. I used to think I was just getting older. I thought the tiredness was normal. But a lot of it wasn't age. It was friction. The wrong environment, the wrong conversations, the wrong habits, the wrong versions of myself. The version I built because it made sense to other people. And that version can carry you for a long time. It can help you survive. It can help you build a life. But eventually, your body starts telling the truth before your mind is ready to admit it. For me, things changed when I stopped blaming age and started looking honestly at my life. I changed what I ate. I changed what I drank. I changed where I lived. I changed who I spent time with. And slowly the tiredness began to lift. The clouds moved. Not completely. I am still 66, but enough to understand something important. Your body is not always failing you. Sometimes it is trying to send you a message. Energy is information. And if you are always exhausted, it may be worth asking, what in my life is costing me more than it is giving back? Truth number 2. Most of what you're carrying was not yours to carry. Here is a question I wish someone had asked me much earlier in life. How much of your life did you actually choose? And how much of it just accumulated? The habits, the obligations, the identity, the way people expect you to behave, the things you say yes to without even thinking about. A lot of life does not arrive as one big decision. It arrives slowly, one compromise at a time, one responsibility at a time, one practical choice at a time. You take the opportunity that appears. You stay in the place that is familiar to you. You keep doing the things that works well enough. And then years pass, decades pass. And one day you look around and realize you are living a life that fits like a suit made for someone else. Nothing is catastrophically wrong. That is what makes it hard to explain. You are not falling apart. You are not in some dramatic crisis, but something feels just off. Something feels borrowed. Something feels like it belongs to an older version of you. That feeling is not something to ignore. It is not weakness. It is not being ungrateful. That feeling is a compass. The question is whether you're willing to follow it. Truth number 3, the people draining you are costing you more than you know. This one took me a long time to act on. After 60, you start to feel the real cost of things. Not just money, but energy. There are conversations that leave you smaller than when they started. There are relationships where you do all of the listening, all of the carrying, all of the adjusting. There are situations where you slowly become less honest just to keep the peace. For years, I confused tolerating that with being a good person, but I don't think that anymore. There is a difference between patience and self-abandonment. Patience is wisdom. It gives people room to be human. But when someone has unlimited access to your energy and gives nothing back, that's not generosity, that is a pattern. And patterns can quietly become prisons. The difficult part is that these things are really obvious from the outside. No one else can always see what a person cost you. Only you know how you feel after the conversation ends. Only you know whether you feel more yourself or less yourself. And after 60, that matters. Your energy is not endless, not infinite. Your attention is not endless. Your time is not endless. So spend your energy like it matters, because it really does. Truth number 4, you will outgrow parts of your own life. That is not betrayal. This may be the hardest one to accept. You can outgrow something without anything being wrong with it. A friendship, a place, a routine, a goal, a habit, an addiction. A version of yourself that helped you survive for a long time. And because nothing dramatic happened, it can feel almost impossible to explain. There was no fight, no betrayal, no big ending. You just know it does not fit you anymore. The old conversation feels smaller. The old ambition does not move you. The old identity starts to feel heavy. I have had to let go of things I thought defined me. And for a while that felt like a deep loss, because it is loss, even when it is the right thing to do. You can be grateful for a chapter and still know it's finished. You can honor who you were and still stop living as that person. That is not disloyal, that is true growth. And after 60, growth is quieter than people expect. It is not always deep reinvention or reflection. Sometimes it is just telling yourself the truth. This doesn't fit me anymore, and I am allowed to move on from it. Truth number 5, it is later than you think, and that is not bad news. This is the one I think about every single day. It is later than you think. I know that can sound really dark, but I don't mean it that way. I think it is one of the most useful truths we ever get. When time stops feeling abstract, something changes. The noise starts to fall away. You stop trying to impress people who were never really watching. You stop carrying things that were never yours to carry. You stop waiting for some perfect moment when everything will finally all make sense. And you begin asking better questions. Not, what should I do with the rest of my life? But what gives me energy? What gives me joy? What still feels alive to me? What do I keep coming back to? What would I regret not doing while I still can? For me, moving to Portugal changed something. Walking by the ocean changed something. Changing what I eat and drink changed something. Letting go of certain habits changed something. Choosing more carefully who I spend my time with changed things. And continuing to learn changed everything. I feel lucky to still be creating things that genuinely matter to me. But I do not create because I think there is endless time. I create because I understand there is not endless time. This is not depressing. This is just clarity. It is later than you think. And if you let that truth in, you can make the rest of your life much more honest. If any of this landed with you, please subscribe. This channel is about life after 60. What actually works, what does not, no hype, no big drama show. Just the things I am learning from here on the edge of the world. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.